lovers, welcome to Uncommon Reader. I am Daniela. It's good to be back on the channel. I've been away a few extra days than normal. My last week in California is usually very hectic, very busy, and then it took me a few days to settle back in my apartment here in Italy. It's good to be back on the channel as well, and today I'm here with a tag, very appropriate tag, the Cozy Autumn book tag that was created by Lucy at the Book Bell. Thank you, Lucy, for creating the tag, and I have to thank Emily of M Reads for tagging me. So let's see these questions. Prompt number 1. What book always reminds you of fall, autumn? So I didn't have one in specific, but then when I remembered this book, it kind of made me think of fall, especially some of the covers. There's of course many editions of this book have this type of gloomy but also cozy and warm feel, and it's The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. He's a Spanish pretty well-known writer. I assume he's also known in USA. I may have read this in English a long time ago. It's a very beautiful romantic story with a child as a protagonist. Something about kids protagonists in books always warms your heart. Prompt number 2. What is your favorite autumnal book cover? So I have a couple here that I want to show you. These are both from Italian authors. Madre d'Ossa, which is Mother of Bones. Yes, it is a mystery book by Ilaria Tuti. This belongs to a series where a profiler, a criminal profiler, is the protagonist of this very gut-wrenching story. The profiler, who is very talented but faces also the struggle of being diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So her memory starts to go, and then she writes everything just to be able to remember all the things and details about the case. It's a big struggle, but still the mysteries are so intricate, and they also reflect a lot of the territory. The writer lives in my region, so there's a lot of historical notions as well, which I adore. And part of this series is also translated in English. I will leave some information down below if you're interested. Check out the info box. Another beautiful cover is this one by Laura e Mai Messina. In Italian, it's called Quel che affidiamo al vento. I'll put the cover right here because at the moment I don't remember how the book is translated, but I've seen it in American bookstores, so it is available in English as well. And of course, this is set in Japan and is inspired by a true story, and it's the disastrous tsunami that happened in Asia in March of 2011. Of course, not a true story, but inspired by those events. So moving on to prompt number 3. What is your favorite autumnal drink to read with? Okay, I don't think I have any fancy drinks that are particularly seasonal. Of course, I'm not going to drink hot tea in the summer, but yeah, warm tea is what I read. But I don't really find myself in the necessity of having a drink when I read. I don't have any particular ritual when I dive into a book. Prompt number 4. Do you prefer to read late at night or early in the morning? I don't know, I just love reading. So the only thing with mornings is that maybe when I have breakfast, I know I'm rushed and I have to do other things, and so I might not be as relaxed as when I read at night. One thing though for sure is when I have time to read after lunch and I sort of sit cozily on my sofa, more lying down actually, yeah, that makes me really sleepy, so I might take a quick nap. I also enjoy reading in the morning when I'm outdoors. So if the weather is nice and I can sit by the sea, and I really enjoy that time, especially during this season when my seaside town is not so crowded. So I don't have that many people coming and going, you know, where I'm sitting, and it's very beautiful to hear the sound of the sea, of the waves crashing on the shore, and reading. So it's a nice feeling. Prompt number 5. Halloween is coming. What is your favorite spooky read? So I don't have a particular liking to spooky reads, but I did enjoy Frankenstein a lot. And of course, I know Emily chose it too. Frankenstein was such a revelation for me. I read it last year in October. Actually, I specifically chosen that month to approach Frankenstein for the first time, and it was such an amazing revelation for me. I've used to watch the movies when I was a kid, but I mean, the book is so much more than what we see in the movies. And unfortunately, I didn't have time to see the Guillermo del Toro new movie on Frankenstein, but I know it's coming on Netflix on November 7th, I think. So I look forward to see it. Prompt number 6. What is the ultimate comfort read for you? A comfort read for me is reading a book from a favorite author. I love authors that while they're talking about a subject, they also share things about themselves that makes me connect with them in a deeper way. So usually it's not a fiction book. It could be, for example, an essay or talking about something that's in the news, and the writer gives his opinion on things and takes you along in their journey, in their process of thinking. Writers like Azar Nafisi, author of Reading Lolita in Tehran or Read Dangerously, Things I've Been Silent About, or Emmanuel Carrère, who speaks about himself and his approach to society, culture, and politics and current affairs, and he mixes his life, his struggles with the things he talks about. I feel that creates such a profound connection with the reader. So for me, that's such a comfort because I go back to a familiar place. Prompt number 7. What is your favorite autumnal reading snack? Okay. I don't think I have a favorite reading snack per se in the fall, but there are a couple of foods that I adore and I look forward to eat, not necessarily when I read, frankly, not when I read, which are chestnuts and persimmons. I adore them, and it's one of the many reasons why I love the arrival of autumn. Prompt number 8. What is your favorite autumnal candle to burn while reading? I don't really have a ritual, as I said before, for reading, and I don't burn candles. I rarely burn candles at home as well, so I can't answer this question, unfortunately. Let's see, prompt number 9. When you're not reading, what is your favorite autumnal activity? Oh, I don't know. I think that just strolling through nature and admiring the change of color on the trees is such a blessing. Even when I drive, actually looking outdoors and how nature changes its colors, it's quite a treat. I love that. And to end the tag, question number 10, what is your autumn fall reading list? So I actually have a very busy reading schedule for November and December. I'm going to show you 2 books from 2 Italian authors that I mentioned in a Women in Translation video. And they are Viola Ardone with her newest, Tanta Ancora Vita, it means still a lot of life. And this is going to be a very emotional read because it's the story of a 10-year-old from Ukraine. We're talking about today times where, you know, with the war in Ukraine, who's taking this trip by himself, trying to look for his grandmother that works in Naples in Italy. And she works for a lady who is alone, and this lady and Kostya will sort of bond, and it will be a very intriguing story. And I met the author recently in September, and she signed this copy for me. I can't wait to read this book. And an author I mention often on the channel, Oriana Fallaci with Inshallah, and this is also another very tragic story. She was a reporter during the Israel-Lebanon war, and so this book is inspired by that conflict. Of course, some facts are real, but it's also a novel. So, wow, this is going to be a buddy read that I will do with an Italian channel. And then I think December will be a bit more light. I want to read heartwarming stories like Peter Pan. I have this beautiful edition here with a lot of beautiful illustrations like this. Wow, look at these. They're so precious. And this is Rizzoli, the classics, Boar, and many more. For example, The Fifth Child of Doris Lessing, and also 2 reads by Irene Nemirovsky, Jezebel and The Fire of Autumn, which are going to be reads for autumn with my Italian channel book club. Other books on my TBR, but these are the ones I'm most excited about. So I will tag more booktubers in the info box. Thank you again, Emily, for tagging me. And thank you for joining me today. It was great to spend time with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon with my October favorites. And finally, I'm going to share some images from my trip in California. Take care for now. Ciao.